way modern dating is structured, what most women have been taught, and this is most of the women that I talk to on a weekly basis, they have been taught to connect, to get to know a man first. Talk to him, get to know him. And this is where all these questions come in about what is he looking for and how did his last relationship end? These do not work, ladies, because what it does unknowingly to you, it causes you to form a bond with a man. And I know that's what it seems like it should be, because we're talking about dating, we're talking about relationships. But I don't want you to connect. In fact, I want you to disconnect, because you have to qualify him first. And if you connect with him and you're trying to qualify him at the same time, you become biased. Your perspective, your outlook on him becomes biased, and you start overlooking his red flags. And so the question that I was sent just a couple days ago from one of my subscribers, something that they found on the internet, something they wanted me to break down. I'm going to show you how this lady approached dating through connection and why she's hurting right now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to read just bits and pieces of it so that we could go ahead and break this down together. And let me show you how when you become connected with a man first, when you are trying to get to know a man first, how it turns around and hurts you, because you become emotionally entangled with him and you become biased because you have become connected to him. And this is the letter that the lady wrote. She starts off with, and let me go ahead and cut the music. She starts off with, my boyfriend and I have been together for almost a year. And a few days ago, he broke up with me on New Year's Eve, saying he felt emotionally drained and unable to give me what I deserve. Right off the bat, ladies, he's already telling the story. He's already saying that it's over. He didn't just pick any day. He picked New Year's Eve, meaning that, and he may have done this subconsciously, but what I'm going to show you is it's all about him and how he feels. He may have done this subconsciously, but picking New Year's Eve, what he's actually saying is, I don't want to go into the new year with you. This is his New Year's resolution, that I'm not going into a new year with you. And so he broke up with her right then. And as we read on, you will begin to see that she says he's taking a break. But I'm telling you, he's breaking up. She goes on to say that he's saying, and I want you to notice everything he's saying refers back to him. He's saying he felt broken, emotionally drained, and unable to give her what she deserved. He never talks about what she actually asked for. He only talks about what he feels she deserves. Then she starts making a bit of excuses because she is emotionally connected with him. She starts talking about how hard the year was for him. He lost his job, struggled mentally, and he feels like he's lost himself through the relationship. Now, if she had qualified this man initially, unlike the qualifications that are now used in dating by connecting with him first, getting to know him first to see if he's the right one for you first, rather than being unbiased, being disconnected. She probably moved in with the idea of hoping he's the one, hoping to build a connection with him. And this is what she's getting. He goes on to say, according to her, that he also has trouble with emotional connection and never said he loved me, which he said weighed heavily on him and made him question himself even more. You have to qualify him, just like a job interview, ladies. If you want more on qualifying a man, go to my website and you will find that information. But let's just go in a little more. So he's saying he admitted he doesn't know if breaking up was the right decision and asked for 1 month break to see how he feels, saying the fact that it's such a hard decision means something. He says he still cares deeply, isn't planning to date anyone, but needs space to figure himself out. Does this not sound like confusion? First, he can't say that he loves her. He has a hard time emotionally connecting with her, but yet he is saying that he feels deeply, he cares deeply about her. This is all about him and his confusion. He's just adding confusion to the relationship. And just the fact that she is connected with him, all of these red flags are going over her head. All of these are bypassing her. He has to figure himself out. And this is the thing about connecting with a man first during dating. You begin to make excuses for him. She's doing everything right. According to modern dating ladies, she's doing everything right. She connected with him. She listened to him. She tried to understand him. And she even gave him the grace to take a break. Okay? She says, I agreed to give him that space. But I've texted him a few times because it's really hard for me not talking every day. Makes me feel like I'm losing him. You were never connected to him. He has issues with emotional connection. He not only has issues with emotional connection, he can't say, I love you. And then he turns around and adds more confusion by saying he deeply cares about you. No, this is about him. This is about him ending the relationship on New Year's Eve. This is a holiday when this is the day right before you're hoping for a better new year. You're hoping for all the things that you didn't get the year before, you will get in the new year. And this is when he decides to break up. I say break up. She says taking a break. But according to what she's saying now about his slow response and actually his short response, and her wondering if this is going to cause him to disconnect from her, and I could read more. She says he's been responding, but his messages are very short and distant. Like, I understand what you mean, or I wish I could make it easier. She goes on to say, I suggested we have one more conversation, either in person or over the phone, to clarify things and understand each other. And he said, maybe we could talk on Saturday, but hasn't confirmed details yet. I don't want to push him, but I feel like the break might be making him emotionally checked out. He checked out a long time ago. Let's just go ahead and just wrap this up. At the end, she ends with, is there a chance he'll come back or reconnect fully after this breakup? She's still not getting where this man stands. Having challenges with emotional connection, that's not something that starts in a relationship. That's something that usually starts because of trauma, something that happened before the relationship. In qualifying him, you would have gotten this knocked out of the way, and qualifying him opposite of what you have learned. Instead of connecting with a man, disconnect, because disconnecting him helps you to qualify him without bias. He was never serious about a relationship. In fact, it's like he has had his fill of her. They were almost together for almost a year. He had his fill, he had enough, and before the new year, it's over. It's like think about going to your favorite restaurant, or having your favorite meal, your favorite dish. I mean, this meal is so good. You're just eating it up, but you're eating so much of it until it hurts your stomach. It makes you that full that you are disgusted by it and you want to be done with it. And that's all he's saying in this relationship. He's done. He's had his fill, and now he wants to move on. And he wants to move on before the new year. And that's what's happening here, ladies. And you're absolutely right, for Sean. You're absolutely right, Denise. She's not, Rochelle, yes, you're right. She's not catching on. He is done. Absolutely. Recognizing her worth. And she definitely deserves better. But when you approach dating from the structure that it is right now, where it's about connecting with a man first, getting to know a man first, you're always going to lose, because in the process of getting to know him, you have to open up yourself to him, and that makes you vulnerable. That makes you that makes you build a connection with him that you don't even know about. And the thing about us men is, we do not connect over conversations. So we can have a conversation all day long about what happened in our past relationship, what happened in your past relationship. We're listening, we're empathizing, we're comforting you, we're soothing you, we're even having romantic relationships with you, but it doesn't mean we are connecting with you. You have to detach and observe. That is absolutely correct, Rochelle. And that's what's happening in this relationship. She's moving into this relationship by connecting with him first. And he is so intentional. And like I said, this probably went over his head. He did it on New Year's Eve. He was intentional about breaking up on New Year's Eve, but he's not thinking about her because he's not thinking about the impact it's going to have on her. He never cared. Even if he cared, he could have probably done it months before or months into the new year. Nah, he wanted to do it right before the new year because all he's thinking about is himself. Never said I loved you. Talks about deeply caring, but struggles with emotional connection. Okay. Absolutely. He planned ghosting her. Yeah. And the thing about it is he's just too much of a coward just to say, "Hey, look, I'm just done." He wants to slide in with let's take a break. Let's take a month. And then now he starts pulling back. He's not talking to her every day. When he does talk to her, it's short and it's unemotional. So he's just hanging around, probably hoping she gets it, or finally he's just going to cut the cord. Absolutely. He was using her. He was using her. I mean, who do you think was taking care of him when he was struggling emotionally and he lost his job? Because that's what she said. He lost his job during that time period. It was her. And this happens all the time. All right. So let's get to Kia's question. Okay. Let's see. I have a serious question. Dating a new successful man. Hung out 2 times. However, he hasn't contacted me in 5 days. Since we last seen each other, I haven't reached out either because I'm confused. Okay, I'm going to pin that question. So let's look at that. So he's a successful man. Okay. So if he's a successful man, then that tells me he knows how important it is to stay in contact with someone that he cares about. So what does this say? What does this say to me? One, he's either having some serious issues as far as work, phone, or something of that nature, or he may not be serious about getting to know you. I know you haven't heard from him, but reach out to him. Did he give you signs that he was interested in you, Kia? How long have you all actually been dating? Because I see you said you hung out 2 times, but like how often were you guys talking on the phone? And was it an everyday thing or was it a once in a while conversation? I know he's a pilot, so he's gone most of the time, but that's no excuse. Okay. So before those 5 days that you haven't heard from him, before that, how long were you guys talking? And were you guys talking every day? Yes, we went on 2 dates. We've only been dating a few weeks. It was once in a while, short contact. If you like him, Kia, I would reach out to him just to see where he's at. Not daily contact, but consistent. I see. If you're interested in him, I would reach out to him, see where he's at. Um, because you guys are just starting out, he's just starting to get to know you. The relationship for him may not be at that stage where he feels that you guys should get closer, that he should be contacting you more often. Maybe he likes you, but maybe he may be caught up in whatever else he's doing. He's a pilot. If he's successful and he has stuff going on, initially he might be distracted by it. So I would go ahead and reach out to him. And if he doesn't respond, if he takes a couple days to respond, then I would look at dating other people. Because I mean, you just met him. So so look at dating other people as well. Don't allow yourself to be concentrated on him only, because that can really wrap you up and make you unstable just thinking about him. And that's another reason why dating more than one person at the same time, I would say no more than about 3 people is good, at least until you feel comfortable with someone that's stepping up, you know? Because when a man is serious and a man is interested and he knows that you all are just dating, after a month of dating, he's going to step up. In about 2 to 3 months, he's going to want to be exclusive. Yes, keep your options open. Wow. So this is the longest. Yeah, reach out to him. Reach out to him to see what's going on. He may be having some problems, he may be having some issues. If you feel like he's a successful person, and he obviously understands the power of maintaining a relationship, maintaining a conversation, something might have happened beyond his control. So give him for right now the benefit of the doubt and reach out to him. Reach out to him. If he comes on and he seems casual, oh hey, what's going on? Thank you. I was thinking about you. Okay, now we know he's playing the game. But if he gives you, and I hate using the word excuse, but he gives you an explanation that seems plausible, then I would continue rolling with it. But absolutely keep your options open. All right. Do we have any other questions, y'all? Just getting back in the flow of things. Back in Atlanta. 1 month. to dabble into something else without the guilt. Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Kia. 1 month. And this is why it's so important, because when you're when you're qualifying a man the unconventional way, the way you've been taught, that is, you're looking at him from the standpoint of future, you're looking at him from the standpoint of the capacity to love and the capacity to be committed, it paints a totally different picture. And the thing about doing it this way, ladies, is this: you don't get emotionally connected because you're not talking about your past relationships. You're not sharing intimate and personal moments that are going to cause you to become attached to him. Because it's not hard when someone's sitting back and they seem attentive. They seem like they're listening to you. They're talking to you. They're going back and forth with you about what's going on in your life, what happened in your relationship. They're actually listening. It's easy to feel seen. And this is how a lot of men get away. And it's easy for us to do that because we're not emotionally vested. For us to become emotionally vested, we have to share moments together, moments that actually matter to us, moments that are going to actually make a difference in our lives, or make a shift in how we think, how we believe, or move us to another level. Other than that, we're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. Okay, so Rochelle, what do you say in a situation like that? What would one say in reaching out? That's a really good question, especially if she's a friend, because she's obviously emotionally connected to him and she's not seeing the red flags. The best way to approach that is to approach it from the standpoint of you're giving him a break. Maybe moving into this new year, you need to start focusing on you more, because apparently he's beginning to focus on himself. Maybe this is the time you need to start self nurturing yourself, caring about yourself. And once you're getting her started in that mindset of taking care of herself, then you can start to slowly introduce that maybe he's not in love with you the way you think. Maybe because he's having a hard time emotionally connecting with you, not even saying, I love you, and it's been over a year. Maybe he's not the man for you. Because when you look at this relationship, how has it progressed? Is it consistently progressing? And from what we're seeing, it's not. It actually seems like he's moving apart from you. Referring also to Kia's situation, would what would she say to that guy? That's another great question. I would actually just say, hey, I haven't heard from you. It's been about 5 days. And I was actually getting used to talking to you every other day. Is everything okay with you? I've really enjoyed our conversations, and I've really enjoyed going out on the dates that we've had. And see, Kia, you want to do that for a couple reasons. When you start off the conversation by saying that it's been a while, I haven't heard from you, what you're actually saying without without pressuring him, you're actually saying, I care about what's happening to you. But you're not saying, I love you or I miss you. I really, really, really want to be with you. You're just saying that I've had a really good time with you. I'm wondering if everything is okay with you. So you're opening up the door for him now to become emotionally vulnerable. If he's having a tough time, this is his moment to say, hey, I miss our conversations too. Now you can start reading the temperature. I miss our conversations too. I really enjoy going out on dates with you as well. I'm really, really, really sorry. I apologize for not maintaining our conversation. This, and this happened. And that's why I couldn't contact you. But if he goes the opposite direction and says, "Oh yeah, yeah, I really had a lot going on. Um, glad to hear from you. Thank you for calling." Then you know he's not serious. But if he's serious, he is going to give you an explanation that you can actually measure the sincerity, and then he will co-sign on he feels the same way about you. I miss our conversations too. I miss going out on dates with you. And I would like to restart that, to continue that. I just couldn't because again, I had this, and this going on. That was a really, really great question, Rochelle. And Kia, thank you because I had no clue what to say to him. I was waiting for him to reach out. No, 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 no. It's okay. It's okay for you to reach out because you're just being a friend. You know what I mean? You hadn't heard from him, so you're concerned. It's not, I'm all over you. I'm going to pressure you. I was really getting attached to you. Where you been? What you doing? Nah. You're coming through the back door. You're coming through the back door with a genuine concern that you're okay. So he doesn't take that the wrong way. He doesn't take that as if you are chasing him. He just takes that as, wow, Kia, this lady is really cares about me. Maybe I should consider having a conversation with her, talking with her, because she wanted to know how I was doing. You feel what I'm saying? Great question, Rochelle. Yeah, that keeps you out of the crosshairs of being desperate. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the only man that I'm dating right now, and we need to get together. We need to get this going. Yeah. Yeah, because he might genuinely have had something go wrong. I mean, he's not in a regular career. Pilots, stewardess, even some medical professionals like surgeons, especially, um, their career fields um, can really be up and down, and sometimes it may seem like they're not interested, but due to their schedules and due to the places they may be in, it could present issues. But yeah, just put that out there. Just put that out there for him, Kia, and see what he says. See what's happening. See what's going on. All right. Do we have any more questions, y'all? Also, I want to say again, y'all, I put the contact in the chat. I will also add it as a link in the description for this video. But if you have any questions, if you're going through anything, write me a nice size paragraph so that I can talk about it on air in the next live. Also, if you want to come on and you want to be anonymous, you want to black out your camera, do all of that stuff, please come on and let's have a conversation. All right. If you all are liking the conversation tonight, put it in the chats. Let me know. And let's talk some more. Absolutely. Yeah, but this really was a very interesting conversation. Um the way this guy handled this lady. It could have only been she became connected to him and probably became connected to him early because they were in this relationship for almost a year. When you qualify a man and you qualify his capacity to be committed to you, his capacity to love you and love you the way you want to be loved, and what his direction is, what his future is, it's a lot easier for you to measure the time in which you're in. After about 2 months, 3 months, you have a pretty good idea of where you're at because you have qualified him for the job of a relationship. You know if he wants a relationship or not. She walked into this relationship without even knowing if he really wanted a relationship. And these emotional scars that he has, unable to connect, she would have been able to sort that out right from the beginning. If he knew he's having emotional connection problems, then why is he even in a relationship? Why? Because he's not serious. He wants to have a good time. He's had his full, just like you would have a meal, and now he wants to be done. He wants to go into the new year because it's all about him. I'm tired of these relationships. I want to make this about me. I want to get my life back on track, right? Because I mean, he's literally saying that, and I'm gonna read it here. he feels like he's lost himself throughout the relationship. This is why he's leaving. And like I said, ladies, it's all about him. Everything refers back to him. Him feeling lost in the relationship. Um, Him saying stuff like he feels emotionally drained. And get this one, unable to give her what she deserves. This lady has done everything right. She made the connection. She's trying to understand him. I don't see how he is unable to give her what she wants, because she's even giving him the grace, okay? The grace to take a break, a 1 month break from the relationship. From where I'm standing, I don't think there is a whole lot that he could not have done in concerns with her. But like I said, it's all about him. It's all about how he feels. He's not considering how she feels. For him, she is the problem. And that's why he's taking a break, and now he's moving into the new year with a new year resolution without her. Thank you, Rochelle. I love the dialogue tonight. For Sean, I hope she don't allow him to spend the block. I know. Spend the block and return after the way he ghosted. Yeah. Yeah. She probably right, because she doesn't get it. She is so connected to him that she's overlooking his red flags. She's overlooking his faults. Yeah. And I have these conversations all the time. Do the opposite of what you've been taught. You've taught to connect with a man. What does that actually mean? That means opening up to him. That means getting to know him. And that's why it's easy to have those conversations about how you feel about relationships without even qualifying him first. You're building chemistry with him. And I've heard people say, well, it's not about chemistry, it's about compatibility. I know you all have heard that as well, right? Well, guess what? Ladies, it is about chemistry. Chemistry should not play as big a role as compatibility. But what's a relationship without sparks? Chemistry is what gives you the spark. It actually gives you interest, but you just can't let it outweigh compatibility, but you still need it. The relationship is going to be boring. So you do need chemistry, and that's another thing to pay attention to. Self-love. I genuinely hope she discovered she is beautiful inside and out, and she is enough. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, going forward with the new format, I am going to be looking at breaking down relationships, conversations, letters, bringing people on, getting right down to the bottom of the importance of qualifying him first, and qualifying him without connecting with him first. You don't have to get to know him to qualify him. Qualifications, qualifying him, all this means is that He has the capabilities to be committed, to love you the way you want to be loved, and to build a future. Most of these guys, they're going nowhere. This guy can't even hold an emotional bond. He can't even say, I love you. And this happens all the time. He seems like he has potential. He's a nice guy. Oh, and the greatest guys to fall for, they are the nice guys, the guys that are very charming. They set the table for you. And if you don't watch out in having conversations with them, you will begin to feel like you're being seen, you're being heard, you're being acknowledged. Finally, someone's understanding me. And all the while, he's playing a game. Okay, y'all. So if we do not have any more questions tonight, I am going to end. I want to say thank you all again. It is so great to hear from y'all and see y'all. I want to say thank you so much. And thank you really for supporting me, y'all. I really, really, really appreciate that. And in this new year, it's only going to get better. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone. I want to give a special shout out to Rochelle, for Sean. I want to give a special shout out to Kia, and I want to give a special shout out to Denise. Thank you all. And everyone else, thank you. My name is Phoenix Moore. I'm a strategist. I am not a player. I am not a guru. I'm just a man that gives a damn. Thank you, y'all. Bye.